Point A has coordinate -4, 1, and BA, so this one is always easy. This is called vectors. This is topic called vectors. So in vectors, all shapes, everything has to come from, all the objects are coming from direction, origin. So we have A and we have AB. So we say vector, we have to get vector BA. Vector BA, that's it. Say -5, -12. This is vector BA. So to get vector BA, you have to go for BO plus OA. Yeah. So to get vector BA is equal to BO plus OA. But BO is negative and that's positive. Now we know vector BA is -5, -12, and this is negative x, y, then plus vector OA, which is -4, 1. It's very simple. Now you just have to think which number plus -4 you get -5. Obviously here will be 1. So that 1 plus -1 plus -4 you get -5. And then which number plus 1 you get -12. Obviously there you say -13 plus 1 is -12. So your vector there is 13. The coordinate is 13 despite the movement. So it is 1, 13. Okay, so B, in the same vector question. Point C has coordinate 5, -2. Find the vector CA. You can write it in terms of, to write point C as coordinate is very simple. You just say 5, -2, because it's always written, a vector form is always in XY. So write origin. Origin A, then we have C. Vector, this is vector A going that side, going this side. All this one's positive, but if the vector goes this way, it's negative. So we want vector CA. What are the root? Root of CA is CO, which is negative, then we go to OA. So this is negative, and then this is positive movement. We understand that. So if you understand that concept, it means our C will be negative. So if the vector is that, it means -5, -2 plus our vector -4, 1. It will be easy. So -5 plus -4, you get -9. -1 times -2, because here is -1 times 5, you get -5. Then -1 times -2, you get 2 plus -4, 1. So -5 plus -4, you get -9. 2 plus 1 is 3. You get your answer correctly. Vector EF is equal to 3BA. Find the magnitude of vector EF. Vector EF is equal to 3BA. We go on top there, we find vector BA. We say BA, vector BA, -5, -12. If vector BA is -5, -12, what do you understand? If vector BA is -5, -12, then that's fine. Vector BA is -5, -12. And then we say EF is the same as 3BA. Correct. Let's solve it. 3 times -5, -12. If you multiply that, it will be 3 times -5, you get -15. 3 times -12, you get -36. That's the vector. -15, -36. -15, -36. Or it can be a different. You can do this way. You can tend to do this way, or you can expand, because say is equal to 3BF. Then you say find EF, the magnitude. So the choice is yours. You can as well say, so if you say, and then we know that the magnitude, if they say here, if they put, whenever they put EF slash, this means magnitude or the length or the size of the vector. So we know the magnitude will always be x squared plus y squared. And here we have 15 squared plus 36 squared, because Negative 15 is the same as, even if you say negative 15, negative 36 squared, still it will be the same. So 225 plus 36 squared. What's 36 times 36? 1296. Then find its square root. What's the square root of that? Say 225 plus 1296, 1521. Square root of 1521. What's the square root of 1521? You get 39. You can as well do that. Or some tend, you can just find the magnitude and get your correct answer. This is easy. Statistics again. Stem and leaf plot. Stem and leaf diagram shows the mass of each. So here we have a stem and leaf. Stem is always representing the, you can say, the tens. So here we have 31, 32, 38, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 43, 48, 51, 52. So we have here represent the tens. This is ones. Here we have ones. Then this is tens. So as it goes on, ones, tens, hundred, thousands, they show digits, stem and leaf plot. All right, so work out the interquartile range. So these key terms, finding the interquartile range. And here we have the key. 3, 1 represent 31. So you've already been told. So this means the 3 is on the tens, and then all these digits, they are on the ones. So if you're told to list the numbers in the first row, you say 31, 32, 38. Work out the interquartile range. Interquartile range is IQR, is always equal to Q3 minus Q1. Interquartile range. So to find this one, we need to know how many do we have. What's the first quarter, second quarter, and third quarter? And we know our numbers are not even, they are odd. So to find the Q3 should be, to find the Q3, the formula is 3 over 4 n plus 1 position, nth position. So 3 over 4 times, what's n? 13 plus 1, it means 14. To make it even, 10.5th position. Then our Q1 should be at a quarter. So n plus 1 over 4, which is 14 over 4. So 14 divided by 4 should be at 3.5 position. So we find the numbers when you arrange them, because we need to get the bigger number. Now we can arrange them from smallest. We know they say at this one are already arranged in the stem, leaf, and plot diagram. So at 10.5 positions we see. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's supposed to be here. It's between 51 and 52. The number is between 51 and 52. 10.5 position. So 51 plus 52 divided by 2. That's the number, the Q3. This, you need to know the statistics. 51 plus 52 divided by 2, you get 51.5. Yeah. 51.5. Yes, minus 38.5. It's supposed to be 5. So Q1 is 38.5. Q1 is 38.5. So 51, because if between, so here we say 3, 1, 2, then so 38 and 40. Between 38 and 40. So between 38 and 40 is 39. So 51.5 minus 39. What do we get? We get 12.5. So 12.5 grams is our. Okay, so 2 of these packets are chosen at random. Find the probability that one packet has a mass of more than 50 grams and the other packet has a mass of less than 50 grams. You go to the question on top there. So there are 4. There are 4 that are more than 50 grams. So we say more than 50 grams, 4. So we say 4 out of 13. That's the probability. Number of chance divided by the total outcome, 4 out of 13. Less 50 grams, that means 13 minus 4. It is 9 out of what? Because one is 4 out of 13. The other one will be 9 out of 12 because there is one that is above there. There is one that is above 50 grams. So 9 out of 12. For these two events to happen at the same time, we say probability of more than 50 grams and probability of less than 50 grams. So, and is multiplication. So we have two events, we have two peak, and then they all have to happen at the same time. So if you do that, it means you say, if you simplify 4 here 1, there 3, 3 here 1, there 3. So you get 2 times 3 out of 13. Your answer is 6 out of 13. Correct. You get that question. Correct. That's called probability and statistics. Then we go to work out. Give your answer as a fraction in simplest form. This is numbers. Topic called numbers. Our topic here is numbers. And in numbers here, we converting irrational to rational. Rational, we say rational numbers, they are all fractions are rational. And the irrational number is a number that has no end, like there's a digit that is being repeated or reoccur or reappear. So in that case, convert that, say 0.288888 has to be converted. We say one rational is the same as 0.28888 Roman 1. Our idea is to get the decimal part as 0. So multiply by 10, multiply by 10. If you do that, in that case, if you do that, it means this will be 10r is equal to 2.88888 recurring. Multiply by 10 again, because we cannot, when you subtract, you don't get 0. You get 100r is equal to 28.8888. Now, with this third equation, we can easily subtract with the second equation and get 0. And get 0 on our decimal part. If you do that, then you say 100r is equal to 28.888, which gives us Roman 3, minus 10r is equal to 2.888 Roman 2. If you do that, you will get 90r is the same as 26, then 0.000, which is that. Therefore, our 90r is the same as 26. Divide by 90, divide by 90. Rational is the same as 26 over 90. Divide by 2, divide by 2, you get 13 out of 45. That's the fraction. And then from now add. So we are adding 5 out of 9 plus 13 out of 45. Common denominator here is 45 because 9 is a factor of 45. So 5 times 5, 25 plus 13. What do you get? You get 38 out of 45. This is the answer. 38 out of 45. That's the answer. Number 18, this is good. The quadrilateral ACDE is formed by two right-angled triangles, ABE and BCD. AC is equal to 17, the height, and AE is 18 centimeter, and BD is equal to, show that CD is equal to 10 centimeter. Show that CD is equal to 10 centimeter. We need to analyze something. Remember, if EB is perpendicular bisector, then this point is divided into two parts. Divided into two equal parts. That's something that we need to know and understand. Show that CD is equal to 10 centimeter. CD is equal to 10 centimeter. So we have one. First of all, the whole height of this. We can be able to know the whole height of this, or we can use this to get the distance AB, and so that we can able to get distance BC. This is the idea. If this is not, we have not been mentioned that this is perpendicular bisector. We cannot say 17 divided by 2. That's a mistake. Examiners areas. So we can use the SOHCAHTOA formula. SOHCAHTOA. Because here we are angles and sides. So which formula are we going to use to get the adjacent here? 60 and 18. So we are going to use what? We have adjacent. We have adjacent on car. We have adjacent on car. And toe. So here we're going to use, because adjacent, hypotenuse, we are going to use car. The triangle we have is this. This is 18 centimeter. This is A. This is B. Now, we need to get this. We say cosine of an angle, cos theta, is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Cos A is equal to adjacent, which is A, over hypotenuse. So cos 60 is equal to adjacent, which is, we don't know, which is AB, over 18. To get AB, it's cos 60 times 18. What do you do to get cos 60? 0.5 times 18, it's 9. So AB is 9. 17 minus 9 is 8. So BC is 8. Now they say show CD is equal to 10 centimeters. That's easy. You have this now. You have 8 centimeter, then 6 centimeter. Then this is BC. Show that CD is equal to 10 centimeter. Imagine, as simple as it is. So we know this is Pythagorean theorem. We use the knowledge of Pythagorean theorem, whereby C square, which is the hypotenuse, is equal to A square plus B square. So you 20 square, you are dealing with answers given. 10 square is equal to 8 square plus 6 square, which is 48 plus, so this is 8, 64 plus 36 should be equal to 10 square. Then that's it. So 100, 64 plus 36 is 100. And remember, we're trying to prove if it's C square, find the square root. C is equal to 10. This is how you prove. We are trying to prove. So in this case, you can as well decide to say, let me assume, I'm assuming that I've not been given C. That's what I'm trying to do. We assume that we're not given C to prove the perimeter of the collateral. So what we need to do here, in this case, the triangle A, E, we have A, B, E. Now, this is 60. This is, if this is 60, this is, we don't know, but this is 18. So we use SOH. We say sine of an angle, sine A is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Then we go here, sine 60 is equal to opposite over 18. Sine of an angle is root 3 over 2 times 18. If you do that, is 9 root 3. So we have the whole side as 9 root 3. Okay, and then what we need to do now, after getting this, you add everything. So you say 9 root 3 perimeter, distance around the shape, 9 root 3 plus 17 plus 18 plus 10 minus 6. If you do that, you get our answer as 39 plus 9 root 3. So our answer is 39 plus 9 root 3. Correct. Let's go to the next question. Only 5 questions left. Oh my God. In the Venn diagram, this is a Venn diagram question for presentation. U mean union. So in the Venn diagram, shade the region A union, B union, C not. So in other words, they say don't sign anything inside our circles. Remember, you say complement. This is complement. They say don't shed any part inside our. If they say A union B union C and then everything not, it means not included inside. Union means everything in set A, B, and C. So not everything inside. So we have to shed things that are not in either of this set but is in the universal set. Correct. Question number 20. That's a free mark. Simplify. Oh, this is easy. Simplify. How do we simplify in this case? We have to make sure that 1 is a square number to be able to simplify. I've taught you surds. This is called surds in numbers. So root 100 times 3 plus root 16 times 3. Simplify. And then root 100 times root 3 plus root 16 times root 3. Root 100 is 10, root 3 plus root 16 is 4 root 3. Then solve. They are the same. Addition of surds with the same addition of surds that have the same number inside the square root. You just add up the coefficient. So 10 plus 4 root 3. That's 14 root 3. You get their answers. Question number 20. Rationalize. This one I taught how to rationalize. It means simplifying the denominator, remove the denominator. In this case, we just say 9 out of 2 plus root 7. So multiply with the similar, with a similar but different sign. So 2 minus root 7 multiplied by 2 minus root 7. Correct. If you do that, in that case, 2 times 2, you get 4. 2 times 2, 2 times that, you get minus 2 root 7. Then multiply this plus 2 root 7. Then root 7 times root 7. Root 7 times negative root 7 is minus 7. So you get, this is 0. Negative 2 root 7 plus 2 is 0. Then 4 minus 7, you get minus 3 on denominator. On top, you have 9 into 2 minus root 7. But bottom, you have minus 3. So if you simplify that, you get minus 3, 2 minus root 7. Multiply, you get minus 6 plus 3 root 7. You get minus 6 plus 3 root 7. So if you open with 3, if we open with 3, this one, it will be root 7 minus 2. That's the correct answer. Simplified version. Write down the coordinate of the point where the graph y is equal to 5x minus 3 crosses the y-axis. That's simple. Write down the coordinate of the point where the graph y crosses the y-axis. So at y-axis, what's the at y-axis? If something says crosses the y-axis, y-axis is the y-intercept. Means at the y-axis, the value of x is equal to 0 because x is still at the origin. X is still at the origin. So x is equal to 0. So y is equal to 5x minus 3. So y is equal to 5 times 0 minus 3. So y is equal to minus 3. So x is 0, y is negative 3. Yeah, that's a coordinate 0, negative 3. A is the point 17 and B is the point 515. A is the point 17 and B is the point 515. Find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of the line AB. So find the gradient first. To do this kind of questions, this is called coordinate geometry. It's still geometry. Coordinate geometry. So find the gradient or slope. M is equal to y1 minus y2 divided by x1 minus x2. You can use that to get the gradient first. So gradient of AB. Find the gradient of AB. Find the gradient of AB. So y1, we have 1, 7. So we have point given 1, 7. And for coordinate A and B, we have 5, 15. So find the change. y1 is 7 minus 15 over x, 7 minus 15 over x1, which is 1 minus 5. 7 minus 15 is negative 8 divided by 7 minus 15 minus 8 divided by minus 4, which you get 2. That's the gradient. And then we've gotten the gradient as when lines are perpendicular, means these are lines that meet at 90 degrees. So we have a line that goes that side, and we have another line that goes this side, or come this side. So they meet here at 90 degrees. This comes this side, and this one comes here. They meet here at 90 degrees. So we say the product of this, if this is line 1 and the other one is line 2, if this, the product of this gradient, when you have two lines that meet at 90 degrees, this is line 1 and this is line 2. The product of the gradient, if this is M1 and this is M2, the product of the gradient, M1 times M2 is equal to negative 1. This is law. The product of the gradient is equal to negative 1. Therefore, if M1 is 2, the other one will be negative a half. So M2 is negative a half, the inverse. Now, so we say, what do they want? They say find the equation of the perpendicular bisector. It means it passes at the center. Perpendicular bisector means that it passes at the center. We need to find the midpoint. The same question. Find the midpoint of line AB with that coordinate. And we know midpoint formula x1 plus x2 divided by 2, y1 plus y2. Now we have 1, x1 is 1, 1 plus 5 divided by 2, comma, 7 plus 15 divided by 2. That's for y. So 6 divided by 2, comma, 22 divided by 2. So our answer is 3, because 6 divided by 2 is 3 and 11. So midpoint is 3, 11. Therefore, we can now find the equation. We have the gradient and we have the value. So we say y is equal to mx plus c, or plus b. And our y, we don't know. Gradient, we know it's negative a half x plus c. We can use this point 3, 11. When y is 11, x is 3, to find the c, our y intercept. So we solve it. So we say 11 is equal to negative 3 over 2 plus c. Therefore, our c is 11 plus 3 over 2. Our c is equal to, what's 11 plus 3 over 2? 11 plus 1.5 is equal to 12.5. So our answer is negative a half x plus 12.5. We got 22a, which is among the lasts. If you solve this, a, b, the curve has a stationary point at 1, 3. Find the coordinate of the other stationary point. We know stationary point. At stationary point, you find the derivative of the polynomial given. So you say dy over dx, the rate of change of a curve. So this, we know the rule is when you have y is equal to ax squared, or we say, let me say, yeah, y is equal to x, we say y is equal to x squared, or we say y is equal to x power n. To find the derivative, obviously, dy over dx is equal to nx n minus 1. This is always our derivative. And the derivative of a constant is 0. So, rate of change. So, therefore, using this formula, we come there. It will be 3x, 3 minus 1 is 2, plus 2 times the coefficient 2x minus 1 is 2, and then x is 1, 1 times 1, so anything power 0 is 1, so minus 1. This is our equation. When you show this, you get an answer for sure. Then the curve has a stationary point at 1, 3 and negative 5, 27. Find the coordinate of the other stationary point. Automatically understand, and we can factorize. After finding the stationary point, say 3x squared plus 2x minus 1 is equal to 0, equate. Then let's find two numbers that if you multiply, you get negative 3. If you add, you get 2. Which numbers? If you multiply, you get negative 3. So it's 3x and negative x. And if you add, you get 2 minus 1. Yeah, factorize is equal to 0. So 3 outside, 3x into x plus 1, and then minus 1 into x plus 1, so that we can get negative. So 3x minus 1 and x plus 1 is equal to 0. Then find the coordinate of the other stationary point. This is easy. So you just say 3x minus 1 is equal to 0, and x plus 1 is equal to 0. That's 3x is equal to 1 divided by 3 divided by 3. X is 1 over 3, or x is equal to negative 1. And input there. If x is equal to negative 1, what's the value of the 1? So you choose. You see negative 1, you get negative 1, 1. You get that one, and you can get as many as possible. Then go to the next question. By sketching the graph of x, determine whether the stationary point at third negative 5 over 27 is a maximum or a minimum. So this is by sketching the graph. So sketching, we just need to know our x-intercept. For sketching questions, we need to know intercepts. At x-intercept, y is equal to 0. At y, x is equal to 0. If you know this and then get coordinate, you plot. And because we know from the top, we know I have maybe here, this is negative 1, 1, or here, we know this point. It's easier. Then we can easily plot. And we go to the other question, because it's there. It's a minimum. You can see that question, it's 22b. Yeah, it's a minimum. And then we go to 22c. K includes is greater than or equal to negative 5 over 27. So the range is this one, is negative 5 over 27. So that's a maximum. That's our minimum value of y. We cannot pass that. Our maximum value of y, we cannot pass that. Where the limit is, you can see the limit is here. So we assume that this is what they say, negative 5 over 27. And then we go to, this is exponent, very simple. In exponent, this question I taught you, it's one of the exponent laws of indices is highly tested. We say x opening. How do you open the powers? By multiplying them. 3 over 2. Our answer is x power 3. And then here, 4 power 3 over 2, the same as 2 power 2 times 3 over 2. When you do that, it's 2 power 3. Our answer is 8. Therefore, your answer is x cubed over 8. So it's x cubed over 8. Yeah, so it's x cubed. So it's 3 over 2 times that, you get x cubed over 8. That's good. 16x power a half x is equal to 4 power x plus 3. Make sure they are all in the same base. I'm choosing base 2. So 2 power 4x times 2 power negative 1. And then out of the bracket power x is equal to 2 power 2 into bracket x plus 3. Yeah, correct. Now solving my left hand side first. My left hand side says this. My left hand side is, it tells me it is I'm multiplying numbers with the same base. So it means I have 2 power 4x times 2 power negative x should be equal to 2 power 2x plus 6. Correct. 2 times x, 2 times 3, 6. Then solve whatever is here first. Multiplying numbers with the same base, you add their powers. So 2 power 4x plus minus x is 3x. Should be equal to 2 power 2x plus 6. When you're equating, these are the same. If the base are the same, also the exponents are equal. So 3x is equal to 2x plus 6. In that case, you say now 3x minus 2x is equal to 6. X is equal to 6. Correct. So dear candidate, that marks the end of paper 2, and you have seen all the examiner's areas, all the trick areas that examiners just put for you to fail a very simple question. And actually this paper was very easy. Stay connected in our YouTube channel. We'll be teaching and solving different recent past papers that candidates of this year 2025 have done. and previous years, but we'll show you the differences on different styles, on how examiners just put tricks for you to fail. Thank you. Stay connected in our all online learning platform. Thank you. Bye bye. See you at the top, champion. Bye.